Mississippi. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, they believe that their wide receiver is the best in the country. He has been so electric this season, nobody can stop him. They believe that he is so efficient in the red zone, top 5 in the country in receiving touchdowns, and he firmly belongs in the Heisman conversation to hear his name called in New York later this year. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. He'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Oh, pressure's coming. Left side, it's Odom. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Sets his feet, it's Bailey. Turns it upfield. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wasting no time slinging it around. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Running inside, it's Pringle. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
And the Canes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Got the quick pass. Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to
going for it all. Right side, it's Lofton. Touchdown, Miami! First points of the day are on the board. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the school.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back.
Number 22, set to kick this one away.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Still running at the 40. Oh, out of space. Running inside the 20. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm finding more ways to get this guy the football. I feel like he is just a home run waiting to happen. We saw it in his last game when he had over 100 rushing yards. He's almost at the 100-yard mark now.
And the Rebels have it in scoring position on first and goal. The give to the fullback. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he's in! Touchdown, Ole Miss! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Snags a quick pass on the left. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Mensah. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Got a little space. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. They give it back to him, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Hurricanes will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch at the 30. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. They're all over him. Hauls it in. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Third and 6 yards to go. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gets rid of it.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Makes a grab for a big play. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Turns up, it's Moore. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Out wide right, it's Lofton. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Pringle. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run all
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Send the tight end in motion. Just feeds the running back. Makes one man miss. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Plows his way ahead. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off.
I love the play call. 4th and short, because even if you don't get it, the opponent now has to march the entire length of the field. But because you did, you've now got a fresh set, and offensively, you've got to pay this off now. You've got to score a touchdown.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and goal. He wants it all. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And so after the miscue, they'll back up and try it again on 1st and goal. Quick give. It's Pringle. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Buying time to his right. Myers on the move. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
2nd and long here. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the grab, it's Odom. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Gets the back moving. They'll give it to Baxter. Breaks into the open. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Johnson. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
The fake and wants to throw. Out wide left, it's over. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Going to the run, it's Baxter. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they wanted now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Let's see what he can do with the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Sells the run, looking to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Got a man in the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Throwing, Mensah. Working that left side now. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Here comes the heat. Unloads in the nick of time.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback. And the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. On the 30. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Here's Mensa to throw. And he gets it away.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. To the end zone, and is picked off.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Mensa. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricane. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. One more snap coming before halftime. Drops back on first down. Going long. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with TCU taking on the number 6 team, the Utah Utes. And it's the Utes on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll open the second half on the ground. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Right side, it's Moore. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Left side is Pringle. At the 45 on his way. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Miami! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Quarterback changing the play. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On play action. Stepping to the right. Fires downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He'll pull it down and run. He's got it all the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Unloads to the right. Makes the catch. It's Miller. It's a seam wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
The Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 50, the 40, the 20, inside the pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Canes. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They looked like they were about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback, too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Press center downs going to the air. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the 1st down, lower my shoulder.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Discards him with the stiff arm. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Back to pass, it's Bailey. Intercepted for the 11th time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Trying to move them on the counter. Gets it across the 10 to pick up a 5 and out of trouble to the 12.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The screen, and watch out. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB, and you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back, you can throw the ball a ton, you can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
In the backfield, it's Pringle. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Fires to the wideout, and they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the Canes will try to convert on 4th down. So Miami signals for a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Canes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Making his first move. And the returner will be dragged down. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Under pressure. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Sells to fake. Flush to the left. Stands in and takes the hit. And that one's too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Rush right in his face. Got his man to the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
The run inside. It's Pringle. Still running at the 35. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Turning it on. Plows through the defense. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
You could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Throwing, Mensah. Quickly complete. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down.
And no surprise to see this guy just going off again, right? One of the best receivers in the entire country. Over 100 yards his last game out. He's got over 100.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Hurricane. A great catch and run for 6. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Out wide left, it's Alexander. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Down he goes.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. There he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Hits gets inside. It's Johnson. There's a little room there. He's at the 10, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
It's a nice decision by the quarterback there on the RPO. He's reading the keys on defense. They say hand the ball off. You want to do that. When you've got a guy this special in the backfield, David, get him as many touches as possible.
And a lot of times on those RPOs, the defense just has to hesitate for a second, and that little pause will open up those creases, and he takes full advantage of the defense just freezing for a second, makes the big, long touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. Sees a crease. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some...
Makes the grab in their space. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Red Evan on the RPO. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Give him a pickup of 2. Now 2nd and 8.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Here's Mensah to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Needs it here on 4th down. He's going to take a shot. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.